And after the banana, we have the bus. And as a city fan, this was a set that caught my attention right away, with the possibility of converting the bus into a vehicle that could be used in a city display, considering its appearance with the iconic school buses. But however, this set is much more than that. In addition to the possible 2-in-1, it is even actually a 3-in-1, due to the incredible amount of minifigures. But I'll talk about that later, as well as a bonus gift for those who play LEGO Fortnite. This LEGO Fortnite 7707 free battle bus contains 954 elements and a retail price of €100 or dollars, with a price per piece of 10.5 cents. In recent years, there have been many buses that LEGO has released in sets and with the school bus format. There have also been a few. Not counting the ones that came out in City, Friends, or Winter Village, I remember a bigger and yellow one, which appeared in a hidden side theme, namely 70423 Paranormal Intercept Bus 3000. The battle bus looks much bigger and more realistic to me, although it is also camouflaged with a few gadgets. Contrary to what I usually do, I'm going to start with the main build and leave the minifigures for last, since there's a lot to talk about it. The vehicle represents the iconic battle bus that transports the game's characters at the beginning of the game. It measures approximately 28 centimeters by 28 by 13. It is blue and has a balloon on the top. The construction process is relatively simple when it comes to the structure of the vehicle. It has 3 doors, 2 on the sides, one of which is partially obstructed, and one at the back, the emergency one. It contains 9 chairs inside in green, the ones necessary for the characters included in the set to sit, although one of them can't do that because of its tail. The hood is removable, revealing an engine. It has rear view mirrors, and many other extra accessories that the school bus doesn't have, thankfully. To begin with, a huge air balloon at the top with some accessories included, such as an antenna, some sort of missile or contraption, and some blue flames that hit the air. There is also a mechanism in the grille with a tube that connects to the top of the bus, and 4 mechanical arms or claws which attach to the balloon to the vehicle, one of which covers one of the doors and prevents it from opening properly. I guess the bus will not pass in safety inspection. Finally, it remains to be mentioned that the roof is easily removable for placing the minifigures in an orderly and simplified way. Moving on to the figures, they all represent skins that can be used in the game, and the level of detail is incredible. They all have prints even in their feet. All. Brawler has double face and arms printed in 2 colors, a feature that is always much appreciated. Adventure Peel is one of the figures of the year for me. The banana mold is slightly different from the figure in Series 15 from 2016. It has dual molded legs and prints even on the waist, although they are hidden by the big banana. Bright Bomber has a double face too, and a very funny torso with a unicorn on it. Cuddle Team Leader also has a double face, although she is hidden under a huge bear mask with a somewhat crazy look. Meowscles, or something like that, is faithfully recreated with a super muscular body and a much smaller head than expected. He is the only one with prints on his arm. If Peel is one of the minifigures of the year, the Drift's mask is one of the elements of the year. It is a piece that I will try to purchase in some quantities on Pick-a-Brick if it becomes available. He also has a mohawk for hair. Cube Assassin has a Trunks pink head, just like Trespasser Elite. And finally Raven with a dual molded hood and legs, and with prints on the sides of these. They all come with an accessory from pickaxes, slurp juice, grapplers, and a slap juice. And here is the complete set. In conclusion, it contains many interesting elements, especially for those who like blue. Only 2x2 windows, we have 21. It's very faithful to the game's model, and I like the mechanism that attached the balloon to the bus and the details and gadgets on the front of the bus. The figures are really the highlight of the set. 3 more figures and it was a collectible minifigure collection. The detail on them is incredible, with some prints even on the waist and sides of the legs. With 9 minifigures, it really is a set to create a lot of storytelling with it, and with a flying bus, that also guarantees playability. In terms of display, maybe not so much, but maybe just for the minifigures to make a display stand with them. I remember that so far it is the only set that features minifigures of the theme. It's a 10+ set, therefore aimed at a younger audience, and so it has its share of gameplay. But adults can also buy this, either to collect the set or just the figures, or to convert the bus into something more city-like, which is not that difficult at all. You just need to remove the mechanisms from the roof and grille and cover some parts with tiles and curved slopes in blue. Final score, 8 in 10. Oh, and this one also has bonus. For those who play the game, if they register the set on LEGO.com with the QR code in the instructions, they will receive the Bright Starter Pack in the game. While doing the set registry, they will be directed to Fortnite.com/redeem, where they will be given a code that allows you to redeem this pack, which includes an outfit, a back blink, and 13 decoration items, decor bundle. Of course, for those who already have these items, you can't get anything else in return. But it's a good incentive for those who play and something you can see more if more waves of Fortnite sets are released. And what about you? What is your opinion on this set? Are you going to buy it? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you LEGO and the Land for sending this set for review. The opinions about it are my own. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss in the next few days the reviews of the remaining sets of this theme and its speed builds, and a few more novelties. And most importantly, play well.